Hello there. Thank you for joining me to sing today. I'm going to lead you in a nice long warm-up that will include some vocal exercises and even a little bit of a cool down at the end. So we're going to really get into the whole range of the voice and get you feeling good and limber. So let's start with you finding yourself in a nice, strong, neutral position. So I can't stand up because I've got a ceiling right here, but I want you to be standing ideally and get your 2 feet nice and square underneath you. And then you're going to feel really strong all the way up through your hips. Feel like if I was to come over and push you, you wouldn't fall if I was to push you in the, general hip area. But in the top, I want you to feel kind of loose. So sort of jellyfish around. Try to get rid of any tension. If you hold tension in your neck or your arms, can you have tension in your arms? I'm sure you can have tension anywhere. We want to kind of try to let the voice and the breath be able to breathe freely and move freely through your body. So you're nice and loose up here. Bring your shoulders forward for a second just to feel that feeling of slouch, and then bring them back. Let's try that again. Bring them forward and go ahead and exhale as you bring them back. So you're in a nice strong position from your shoulders all the way down to your feet, and just kind of like wiggle your head around really lightly and safely and gently. If you need to stretch, you can pause and do like some extra neck stretches. Again, you'd be kind of surprised how tension anywhere in your body can translate into your throat, into your voice, into your breathing, and affect your overall singing. So let's take some big breaths right into the diaphragm, into the middle. Put your hand on your stomach if that's helpful. And you're feeling like you're blowing up a balloon that's right here. So breathe in and breathe out. We're going to do 3 in, 3 out. In, out. One more time like that. 3 in. And squeeze that ball of air out. This time, let's go in for 2, out for 5. And same thing again. Good, and let that relax. Go. Heh, heh, heh. Feeling it right here. Heh, heh, heh. Again. Heh, heh, heh. Higher in your voice. Heh, heh, heh. Even higher. Heh, heh, heh. One more time. Heh, heh, heh. And then a nice, just easy sigh. Ah. So we always want to feel when you're singing like you're taking, I like to think of it as a body of water, and your breath is that big body of water, and then your voice is a little boat that's floating over the top. If you don't have that big breath of air, your boat's just going to sink to the bottom. It's not going to go anywhere. So let's take that big breath of air in and ride that boat right over the wave, whatever notes you want, just a sigh. Ah! Same thing again. Breathe in. Stretch the range a bit. All right, let's start with some lip trills. Keep it going and breathe. You can be down here. Raise the eyebrows, that can help. Like you're surprised. Oh my goodness, I'm singing. 2 more. Nice big breath in. And sigh it out. Ah. All right, let's start up in the head voice, in the falsetto if you like that for bass singers, or if you'd rather be right here, you can. But we're starting a little bit high just to wake that all up. Don't judge yourself, especially if it's in the morning, if this is the first time you've been singing. This isn't for beauty. This is for strength and opening up. You, you, you. Keep it going. Get that lift before you start. Or you're way up here. Let's go for one more. This is an A. Good. Ha, 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 with the tongue out. Ha, ha, ha. One more time. Ha, ha, ha. All right, let's go. E-ah. So you can either sing right where I am, E on this pitch, or you can start way down here on E. I'll remind you, as I often do, not to be way down here. If you're really trudging all the way down in the basement, try to go. Keep it going. Really long on the ah. Don't be afraid of the sound of your own voice. Use the breath, use your energy. We're gonna do two more. So for a second, turn your hands in like this and go. Or you can do the Home Alone face if you prefer. But there's something about this that really makes you... If you're finding that if you were to look in the mirror, and definitely a great suggestion for practicing in general is looking in the mirror, because you'd be surprised often that people are hardly opening their mouth. You really want to drop that jaw. If your ah is ah, there's just no opportunity for the voice to really come out, and what you're ultimately doing is adding tension to your jaw and making it harder for yourself. So drop that jaw, mouth wide open. Let's try this on. I'm going to throw out different syllables as we go. And we're going to start a teeny bit higher than we have that right here. D or D. D, 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 D. Just 5 notes. As we get higher, you're going to feel it traveling kind of from your chest voice. D, 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 D. Or it feels like it's kind of coming, if you were to pinpoint where's the sound coming from. It's kind of right here. It's going to travel up as we go, and just let it. Don't force it to stay down or anything like that. Just let it travel as it wants to. If that doesn't make sense to you, you can ignore the advice. D, D. Nice big breath. And D, 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 D. Da, 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 da. Do. Do. Do, 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 do. Day. Do, 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 do. D again. D, 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 D. Da. Da, 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 da. Da. Do. Do, 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 do. Do. Do, 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 do. D. Keep it going if you can. D. Okay, good. I got a little excited there. We got nice and high. That was a C for people that like to keep track of where they're going. Give me a sigh, just nice and easy, kind of releasing that work. Now let's bring it up from the bottom. All right. What we're going to do now is similar to what we did a little while ago with the arpeggio, but we're going to make it even longer. E, 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 ah, 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 ah. E, ah. So try to think of each of those notes on the way down as being individual. You were working each one. It's not, it's not a slide. Sometimes we do the slide. This is not that. E, ah. I lost it a little bit there. It's tricky. That's why we're doing it. So again, E or E. that's also good for me to practice my scales. I missed a couple of accidentals. Sorry for anyone that offended. Okay, let's work the more of the sort of the chest belty voice a little bit. And we're gonna do these ha 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 ha. So it's ha each time with an H. In the context of full singing, I do not like an H before a vowel word. I don't want to hear everything you do. That was a made-up song. But in this case, it's ha, 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 ha. And that's going to help you activate. And it's, again, going to kind of almost feel like an ab exercise. Ha, 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 ha. Working the whole time. Ha, 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 ha. Go. Try to keep it open as we go higher. Try not to slip into your head voice. See how long you can keep it chesty. It might get kind of loud, and that's okay. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. And we're gonna come back down. So we're going to keep doing that and head back up. And this time I want you to consider getting your body involved in it. Again, I can't really demonstrate for you because I'm sitting and I'm playing, but you can bounce your knees, you can move your arms in circular motions, you can throw, you can make a throwing gesture, you can do like big side arm swings. Somehow get your body involved and just notice if that helps. I think that it makes it easier. I think it helps take some of the tension out of the voice and some of the mental, some of us thinking too much about what we're doing out of it. So here we go, heading back up, same ha 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 ha, but physicalizing it however you see fit. You can run around the room, you can jump up and down, whatever you like. Ha 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 ha, and ha 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 ha. Keep it going. Two more. And bring it back down. Wide open mouth. Two more. All right. Do this with me. Again. All right. Now we're going to bring it into the nose. And we're going to make it nice and nasal. And our word is going to be neigh. Neigh, 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 neigh. So again, this isn't necessarily the way you want to sing. Sometimes it is, but we're just warming up and working out here. So we want to feel like you're really opening it up, sending it right through the nose. Neigh or neigh, neigh. And you can also experiment with kind of digging in on that first sound. Neigh, 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 neigh. That can kind of help open it up a bit. Neigh, 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 neigh. Keep it going. Nice and yucky. Neigh, neigh, neigh. Neigh, 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 neigh. Don't forget to breathe. If you scrunch up your face, that sometimes helps. Neigh, 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 neigh. Also pointing forward. Because that's the direction we want to be moving. Neigh, 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 neigh. One more. Neigh, 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 neigh. Okay. My neighbors really liked that one, I think. So I will mention, I'm kind of jumping back and forth between the ranges so that I can help our bass as well as our treble singers. If that's confusing you, I apologize, but I am not ever actually wanting you to jump octaves. So you just keep heading up, and if you hear my voice drop down or drop up or jump up, it's just to help a variety of different singers. So here we go. Let us now do some words. Okay, the word's going to be blah. And we're going to go blobby, 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 blah, blobby, 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 blah. It's a lot of mouth action. 2, 3, 4. Blobby, 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 blah, blobby, blobby, blobby. Make it mommy, mommy, ma. Mommy, 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 ma. Mommy, 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 mommy. Daddy, daddy, dad. Daddy, 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 dad. Daddy, 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 daddy. Poppy, poppy, paw. Poppy, 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 paw. Poppy, poppy, poppy. Joey, yoey, yo. Joey, yoey, 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 yo. Joey, yoey, yoey, yo. Meowie, meow. Meowie, 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 meowie. Another meowie. Meowie, meowie. Now just wowie. Wowie, 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 wow. 2 more. Wowie, 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 wow. Wowie, 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 wow. Notice for yourself, I guess it's a little late for me to say this, but I was feeling way more open. I was finding it easier to go higher after the nay, nay, nays. So like I said, that's not necessarily because we want you to sound like a yucky nasal singer when you're singing a full song, although of course sometimes you actually do. But it's just to help things open up, help strengthen, and help work the muscles in different ways. If you're an athlete, you know that you don't just do the same workout move over and over and over again and expect to become perfectly, completely, full body, physically fit. You've got to try different things. You've got to mix it up in different ways. So that's one of the reasons that I like doing the nasal activities, is because then when I go to sing more like I actually want to, it actually feels pretty good, pretty easy. All right, I want to finish off with long slides. So this is I consider this a 5-part process. A really good bottom note, a long slide where you're getting every single note in between, a really good top note, a long slide where you're getting every note in between, and a really good bottom note. So it's not but we're not shorting any of the process. I've been starting on A a lot today. Let's start on B. Hey. So we're right here, or we're right here, but we're not down here. And we're going up an octave. 2, 3, breathe. Long face as always. Getting every single note in between. As always, don't be afraid of the sound of your own voice. Don't be shy. We're gonna do a few more. If it's not working for you, you can stop, or you can drop down the octave if you like. 2 more. If you're not here. Okay, my dog is singing from downstairs. I could hear her. We were getting high enough to excite Mary Jane. Okay, nice big breath. And out. The last thing we're going to do is a long note. So you're going to pick which pitch is right for you, which register. You can go into your head voice or your falsetto. You can have it be nice and low. You can have it be middle, kind of whatever comes out. But I want you to challenge yourself to sing it as long as you can. And I'm actually not going to do it because then I'm going to influence you with what note I pick. But for example, what one might do is and just keep it going. What you're going to be thinking about are first taking that really good big breath in. And then just like we do in the warm up where you're thinking of sort of squeezing all the air out of a ball, it's going to be that exact same thing, or wringing all the water out of a towel. So the whole time that you're singing, it's this constriction of that air and getting rid of all of it and using it all up. And by the end, have it sound bad. It doesn't have to, just let it creak out. Also thinking of it as a live thing. It's not like you sing the note and you go on autopilot and you're holding it until you pass out from lack of air. You have to keep feeding it that air. You have to keep thinking about the pitch to keep the pitch up. And so it's a living, breathing thing. Think of it as like a spinning ball. And you can also think of the loveliness. Am I enjoying the sound of this? But as I've said throughout this particular type of exercise, the loveliness of the tone isn't really the point. The loveliness will kind of come along after and when you start working on an actual song. But in this case, we're just exercising, we're strengthening the voice, we're extending the range, etc. So here we go. Big breath in. Pick whatever vowel you like, whatever note you like, and hit it. Squeezing the air out. Wringing everything you got. Keep it spinning. It's alive. Pull the pitch up if you think you might have dropped it a little bit. Okay, I'm going to assume that you're all done. If you're still going, hey, good on you. I like to do that from time to time to challenge my breath support and how long I can hold a note. And like I said, let it die in an ugly way. Don't stop because you're trying to be precious, because you're trying to have it sound a certain way. Try to just use up that air, get your muscles used to singing for as long as you absolutely need to. Let's take a big breath. Let it out with a sigh, with the tongue all the way out. Go, give me a little vocal fry. If you're feeling tired, if your throat's a little bit on fire, you can give yourself a little bit of a massage. You can, shake it all out. And thank you so much for singing with me today. I hope you feel good. I hope you had fun. Singing should feel good. And it's been a delight to, imagine myself singing along with you today. So have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye-bye.